Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the Crimea River Wrestling Podcast. That's my William Shatner impression. You like it? Anyway, that's my the Crimea River Wrestling Podcast, a podcast by wrestling fans for wrestling fans. This is episode, we're up in the teens now. I don't even know where we are. 13, 14, 15, somewhere around in there.
I don't know, we up there.
Yeah, we up there. Yeah, we out here. We out here. We got our two people in the house that make this thing run as usual. I got my partner in crime with me today, as always. What you got to say today, Jay?
Let's get into it, man.
I'm
excited. I feel like some good stuff happened.
Yeah, okay.
I was excited for Raw. I was like, let's get it.
All right. Well, we'll start with Smackdown.
Yeah.
And the opening segment, your girl, Tiffy Time.
Love Tiffy. Just disclaimer. I love it.
Yeah, I'm kind of digging her character too. I like it. Came out, talked all the stuff about Bailey. Bales comes out, of course. They chit chat, have all the little promos, and I won in 2017. Blase, whatever.
Chit chat.
Yeah, right. So Nia Jax comes out, of course.
Right.
And this is the first thing that troubled me about SmackDown. So, did I or did I not hear Nia Jax talk about Bailey's BBL?
Bruh. Oh, it's like, you ain't no Drake, baby.
I don't know.
I was like, we're Metro Boomin now? Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know.
We'll make some drums.
Yeah,
I don't know what we're doing here.
See,
what are we doing?
And that was the other thing. I was like, what do you even say to that? Like, what is... Huh?
What was funny is that Bailey had the same look on her face as I had on mine. What? Like,
and I was too baffled to say anything else other than what? Because I was like, did she really just say that?
Yeah, like you said that on TV. And it's funny because if you listen to the crowd, they don't quite get it. And I got it, but why?
But was there anything really to get? Like, it was just face value what it was.
Well, yeah, it was.
That had me, and I was like, I don't feel like that had a place there.
That's it. That's what I think it is. I don't think it had a place there.
And you just hit that jump, like, you didn't need to hit that. Like,
yeah, I didn't.
I feel like we all could have moved on with our lives, and it would have been better.
Yeah, I didn't really. Yeah, it was like no place for it. But I will say, and I don't really know how to put this diplomatically, but Bailey does not look like she did when she was the hugger. I will put it like that. Bailey has gained some weight in some girl places that she didn't always have. I don't know what that's for. I don't know what that is a reference to. I don't know what she trained to do that. She doesn't look particular. She doesn't look, because she doesn't have a physique like Bianca and Jade. Oh. And not even like Sonya Deville now, who's a monster now. Right. Oh my God. Anyway.
Looking like Zoe Stark.
She looks like a girl. Instead of a roided out musclehead. And she's been looking like that since before she started fooling with Damage Control.
Yeah.
Back when she was the good Bailey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the good Bailey.
Yeah, we liked her, especially with her dynamic with Michael Cole was awesome. With the Ding Dong Hello Bailey. I love that Bailey.
I want that Bailey back. Like, Ding Dong Hello was masterful.
Yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like it.
All the stuff with Michael Cole was masterful. I'm like,
all of that with Michael Cole was beautiful.
Like, you're hysterical. Like I want to turn on the TV just so I can hear you two go at it, bro.
It was great.
Like, I don't even need matches. I just want to hear you two talk to each other.
We had the same thing we loved.
That was one of the best things on SmackDown television. It was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was.
Like, minus the cap, it was.
It was great. So, they get to rumbling, whatever. And Michin comes in doing her best Ken Shamrock impression. What's with the kendo sticks that don't break now? What's that about?
And like,
because it didn't break last week either. She just gonna come in and start swinging kendo sticks, and they don't break.
See, and that's the scariest thing ever, bro. A kendo stick that don't break hurts, because that means it's like a real kendo stick, dude. And if it's a real kendo stick, it's R.I.P. whoever got hit with that jump, like, because it's over for you.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
I think I got hit by a real kendo stick like once in my life, and I was like, I don't need to do that again.
No,
they did it soft on purpose because they were just messing with me, and they weren't actually trying to hurt me. And I was still like, dog, that's not the way.
I will say I have never been hit with a kendo stick, and at this age, I probably don't want to have this be my first experience. So, that being said, the Nia Jax versus Michin, we knew how that was going to end in the beginning. I mean, we knew that.
Same way it's been ending.
Yipes. But the Tiffy cash-in was a nice twist at the end.
See, I liked that though. That was beautiful. And Nia was like, now what you mean? You gonna cash in? You know I'm supposed to get my shot.
Yeah, see, we all know what's coming.
Right.
We know what's coming. But do you think Bayley drops it to Nia?
I think
at the slam.
She might drop it to Nia.
At the hottest party of the summer.
I think Tiffy cashes in on Nia.
I'm thinking that too.
I'm thinking Tiffy cashes in on Nia, and that's how Nia loses the belt.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
I think Tiffy should have a pretty good, fairly good reign with it. If she,
for sure.
If she wins the belt, let's say September, she should probably hold it to the end of the year. Or the first of the year, really.
Because Tiffy's great.
If she, you know what would be great? If she were to win that belt on the last night of Smackdown in September, which I believe is the 13th. And after that, the next episode, which would be the 20th of September, is going to be on USA.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're going to be on USA.
They'll be on USA. So
they're going to be on USA.
Yeah, so that's going to be the next, so that's going to be, I think that'd be a great send-off for Fox. Even though the ratings are up, they're still getting rid of it because they're not really making the kind of money they want to make off of it. And it'll go to USA. It'll be fine.
I think that also has to do with advertising too.
Oh, it's all advertising.
Because people don't trust wrestling, really.
They don't really like. Yeah, they think wrestling fans are poor. Shout out Dave Meltzer. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Google is your friend. The Andrade and Melo segment.
That was alright. I feel like maybe this would be a chance to see more of Andrade. Maybe, hopefully, we get an Andrade heel turn. Hoping we head in that direction.
I don't know. I like Andrade as a face. I just want to see him. I don't know if I care if he's a face or a heel. I just want to see him.
Because he's really good, actually.
He's good, then he disappears, and he's a luchador, and he's huge.
And see, that's one of the best things I feel like Andrade. He can he's a great mix of power and luchador skills, and he can do both simultaneously.
Yeah,
because he's jacked and like swole, but he's also a luchador.
Yeah, he's really, really good, and so I would like to see him and Melo mix it up. One that gives Melo some valuable experience, but also, Melo can mix it up a little bit.
Yeah,
and I might.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I feel like Andrade would probably win. The only downside I feel like that is Melo should win something eventually, bro. Like, I don't like
Melo was on the career arc where he may not have to win.
Yeah.
That's how they're booking him.
But I feel like
Like, if they have this match, I don't know who I want to win. I guess Andrade. But you're right. Melo got to start doing something. I don't quite know what's going on with that. I think I'm 50-50 either way. I don't know if I have a dog in that fight for real.
I don't know. That was just an observation I had, and I feel like
that should happen soon, eventually.
Yeah. It will happen, and it may even happen at the Slam,
right?
But which I believe is August 3rd.
Yeah, something like that.
So we're not that far away from that.
Yeah,
pay-per-views are coming. They jam together. It's funny because you can reach a point at the end of the year where you're not gonna have any. There's gonna be no.
You got no premium live events.
NXT. No that's what you're gonna have.
Like
you just be depressed because you don't got no wrestling to watch.
Speaking of being depressed, Baron and Apollo.
I like it, honestly.
I don't. You know why I don't like it? Because you job them out. Yeah. They're a good tag team. They at least deserve to be in the running in that tag team championship. They're at least as good as the Street Profits. And I'm saying that only because of the way the Street Profits are being booked recently.
Right. They have been booked beyond poorly recently.
Yeah, so so you got JD and Finn, right?
Yeah. On the Raw side.
On the Raw side. On the Smackdown side, you got DIY.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you DIY and Apollo and Baron won't give you a banger? Are you freaking kidding me?
Hey, man.
Are you kidding me?
That would be masterful.
Bro. Because like that match would be a banger.
Part of the reason why is because, I don't know, that...
We know what Apollo can do on the main roster. We know what Corbin can do on the main roster. We know what DIY can do on the main roster. As long as we can keep Baby Trip with Johnny Sameface, he's great.
He's actually immaculate.
Yes. As long as we can keep them together, he's great. Johnny Sameface on his own, no way. But as long as we can keep those two together,
I feel like they feed off each other very well.
And they do. They're a good tag team. I like them. And I think that Apollo and Baron, they're a good tag team. I want to see those two rumble.
And I feel like, to Baron's credit, he's actually gotten better, I feel like, more recent. I feel like after his time in NXT, he came back up to the main roster and he got better.
And I didn't know if that was possible because Baron was a beast when he left.
Yeah, I was saying, because the truth is, Baron Corbin was good before he left, honestly. He was tough.
Yeah, I like those two as a team, but I don't think they're being booked right. I think they need a win. I think they need to go on a roll, and I think they need a challenge for the belt. Even if they don't win the belts, I think they need a challenge for the belts.
I would like to even see them wrestle the Cousins with interference and win. Even in spite of interference and all that, and just win. They're like, bro, we're those guys. We're going to win regardless of interference.
Well, at the same time, though, I like the Cousins as a tag team, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
See, I've spoken on this before on this podcast. I like the Cousins as a tag team. I think they're good as a tag team. I would like to see them more. Yeah, I would just like to see them more on TV, win, lose, or draw.
Yeah.
I would like to just see them more on TV. But I think that both the teams are good. I was personally pulling for Apollo and Baron because I like them as a tag team, but I think both of the tag teams deserve a run at the belt, to be honest.
Yeah.
And I would love to be honest, I would love for the Cousins to win that belt and bring some gold to Legado del Fantasma. Oh my.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Yeah. And to be truthful, Santos deserves what is that?
Something.
Not the Intercontinental belt. What's the other belt?
The US?
Did they do away with the US belt?
Or am I tripping? I might be tripping.
I think they did do away with D. Because who's got it? Oh, Logan Paul. Logan Paul. And I guess it's time for him to drop that strap too.
But he's gonna lose it tonight. I feel like they're not gonna put Santos overnight. Santos is nice, but they're not gonna put Santos overnight.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then you had the Cody and RKO segment. I feel like the only reason why this segment existed was to plant the seeds.
Right.
We know it's going to be Cody and RKO. We know it.
Of course, because that's how they started. So that's how it's
student versus teacher. Yeah, that's what that's going to be. Yeah. I just don't know if the bloodline interferes or not, but
and how Cody ends up being maybe possibly roped into the middle of the bloodline thing as well.
Cody's already in the middle of the bloodline thing.
No, but I mean, like, I feel like later down the road, when it comes time for Civil War, I feel like he's on somebody's team, even though he's not actually in the bloodline.
Oh, you mean a certain guy whose name rhymes with Blomin' Blaines?
Yes, that will remain nameless.
Yes.
A certain cousin of The Rock that we all seem to know.
A certain Samoan.
Yeah.
Oh, can you narrow it down with Samoan? No. Just leave it out there. Because I'm fairly sure there's some more Samoans that are going to show up. So watch for that.
Yeah.
There's some more Samoans showing up. Just bank on it. I said it here. What is this? July 17th?
Yeah.
2024. You are getting more Samoans. Not just The Rock.
I believe it.
Not just Roman. Not just the bloodline. You will see more Samoans. One, it's wrestling. Of course you're going to see more Samoans. That's what they do. It's like the family. It's like the family business. It's like the mob. It's like the family. Yeah, you will see more Samoans. They're coming out. But yeah, I think that's the only reason why that segment existed. Because other than that, KO wasn't there. We all know why. And thoughts and prayers go to him. But other than that, there's no reason for that segment.
Oh, of course.
Because one is 2 against 4. So we already know that RKO is going to get put through a table or a chair. He's going to get beat down. And so
They're both going to get beat down.
well, we expect Cody to get beat down. That's what Cody does.
That's
Cody on his Sami Zayn. But he going to get beat down anyway. That's who he is.
Not even, because Sami usually wins in the end. This ain't even a match. He just get beat up.
Well, Cody ends up winning in the end.
But I'm saying it's not even a match. He just get beat up. Sami gets beat up in his matches at least.
I'm telling you.
Cody don't be getting... Cody don't be getting... He don't be in the match. He just be getting beat up.
I'm smelling a heel turn. And plus, Paul coming back.
Oh, for sure.
And when Paul comes back, the rules going to change. When Paul come back, the rules going to change.
Oh,
you already know.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. Then you add Naomi versus Blair Davenport.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I like the fact that Naomi won, but what does that get us?
Yeah.
You didn't call Blair Davenport on the main roster to keep losing.
Well, she did jump Naomi after and beat the crap out of her.
Yeah.
Which I did like, because that plays into the real heel moniker. It's like, well, you did beat me in the ring, but for that, I'm just going to clobber you. I guess just clobber you later. And I do love that. I feel like that's some old school heel stuff, and I do like that.
Yeah, that is pretty old school. You can beat me in the ring, but I'm going to beat you outside the ring.
I'm just going to beat you up.
Yeah.
And make you look like
and if we have a match next week, you're not going to be 100%.
Yeah.
And then I can whoop you.
Yeah, I might have a chance because I already whooped you.
Because I already whooped you. I already threw you into a box-like structure.
Right. Because that's their favorite thing to do now.
Yes, and I can beat you. We had a DIY in the A-Town Down Under match.
I mean, I feel like it was good.
Again, the only reason why I feel like this existed is to try to further the A-Town Down storyline.
Yeah. I also feel like I don't know.
Because we seen the match.
Right.
We seen the match. We know how this
I
ends.
feel like they should have had a rematch, but maybe not right away. Like, I feel like right away kind of bugged me a little.
I think they had to have it right away. You can't have it later because they're going to break up.
Yeah, but I feel
So
like...
you got to have it now in order to perpetuate the breakup. So that now you have Austin versus Grayson. And then that becomes a whole thing. And DIY moves on to whatever that is they do.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I didn't like the instant rematch.
You don't like the instant rematch?
Not always. I feel like some people deserve an instant rematch. But I don't feel like... I feel like when the shenanigans involved, okay, maybe I see it. But, like, if you get beat clean, I don't feel like you should have an instant rematch. That's just me.
You feel like you should go to the back of the line? Unless you fake retire?
Well, I mean... Right. Well, even if you get a rematch, I don't know if I like the fact it's like the next show. Like literally the next week. I'm like, I don't know. That's just my personal opinion.
I don't know if you want to do it. Well, again, if you're going to do it, I think you should do it on either SmackDown or Raw. I don't know if I feel like the PLEs are the place for that.
Yeah.
I feel like the PLE should be the rubber match. If I win one and you win one and the PLE, that's going to be the blow off.
For sure.
And then that's going to be the end of that. Then we both go do something else in a different feud. I don't feel like we need to continue. I don't feel like we need to be on some LWO stuff.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I don't feel like we need to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, we had the Cody segment at the end with Solo.
Yeah, and getting beat up.
We knew how this was going to go when the show started.
Yeah.
We did. We face to face. No.
And we're like, wait, he's down a person tonight too? Yeah, they're down. I said they lost last time anyway.
Yeah, well, they were still down a person.
That's what I'm saying.
So, who's this other guy? Is it Double R? I don't know. Because you know what side Heyman's coming back on.
Yeah.
So
I would say that would be wild though, because KO is also how all this started. So for him to finish it with Roman would be wild.
That would be crazy.
Like if you think about it.
That's how it started. Yeah. Yeah. KO, I mean, as much as we talk about Roman carrying this company through the pandemic, none of that would have been possible without KO.
Right?
KO was like the only dude he fought like the first 9 times.
Right. I know it's fight.
Yeah, and he just kept fighting.
The worst part is, I believed he actually had a fighting chance. He was fighting 3 other guys. And he was whooping them.
All the time. It was always the same. And this is when we started to get a feel for what every Bloodline match was going to look like from then out.
Right.
We didn't know that then.
Facts.
And we didn't know that they still be doing the same thing in 2024 that they were doing in 2020. But yeah, we knew that. That's when they set up the template.
Right.
And they've been doing it ever since. Excuse me. All right, so then we moved to Raw. And I only got one word for you. Mami.
Yes.
Excellent in all the segments. And we'll get to a few of them. Because she was all over the place.
Well, she had to be, because there's too much involved with things happening.
And they all involve her.
Yeah, I'm saying, and everything kind of involves her. So she has to be kind of involved in everything.
Yeah, she's mad. Then Dom comes out, tries to beg, and Morgan shows up on the little video screen, and boy, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to do with this.
Right?
This is crazy.
And we didn't even get a Pat breakdown this time.
No, I wanted a Pat breakdown. Pat's got some stuff. I love the Pat breakdown. But and she was talking about how she was screaming in Mexico. I can't.
How's she really taking everything for real?
Yeah, I can't. And of course now, Liv is always on top. So that's it. I can't.
You wreck, Liv. Yeah, let her hit that joke on you.
Yeah. Get right, Rhea. All right, so you had the first match. Sheamus, Big Bronson Reed. And Sheamus wins this match.
Yeah.
How are we feeling about that?
I think it's cool. I'm always a fan of Sheamus getting dubs. I love Sheamus.
I think at this point, though, Sheamus should be getting people over.
That's probably also true.
They're not going to give him any more title shots.
Sadly, I believe that. But I also love Sheamus. So anytime Sheamus wins, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I mean, he won, and I feel like you should probably put Bronson Reed over because he is a star and he's really good.
Well, see, I think they did that too so he could have his moment after when he hit the tsunami. Because he still ended up
hitting it. I know, thanks to the what do they call him? The bruiserweight. The bruiserweight. Pete Dunne. So he jumped Sheamus after the match. So, well, he jumped Bronson Reed, and then he jumped Sheamus.
Then he just let Bronson Reed go ham on him anyway.
All right, so how we feel about that? And we know the only reason why Pete Dunne is in there by himself is because Tyler Bate and speedy recovery. I think he's coming back in 2025. So he tore his pec all the way off the bone.
I'm sorry. That sounds like some Cody Rhodes stuff right there.
Man, it sounded a little worse than Cody's.
It did.
Because Tyler wasn't wrestling, but Cody said he was going.
Well, also, Cody admitted he probably should not have done that.
We all knew that when we saw this chip, when he took his jacket off.
So that being said,
you shouldn't be doing
I don't know if it could have really been worse past a certain point because it was already as bad as it could be.
That's why he said he wrestled. He said Seth wasn't going to do anything else to it. It was already off the bone.
Yeah.
So Seth wasn't going to wreck it because it was already wrecked. That was one of his things that he had, that's one of the rationalizations, easy for me to say, that he could wrestle. He said that Seth wasn't going to do anything else to it. And
that was the amount of dog I'd never seen before.
Shout out to Seth for doing that with him.
Yeah.
And being able to work, because you can see what's going on. And for Seth to be able to work around certain things, shout out to Seth in that. But anyway, all of that's passed. So you got Pete Dunne jumping Sheamus, and
I actually like that because I feel like there's kind of some unresolved business in there anyway.
Probably too. Now, do we introduce Ridge the Fridge back in this?
That's what I was wondering. And they both beat up on Sheamus.
And they both beat up Sheamus.
Like, big dog, you left us. Like, you just left us here by ourselves. You were the big homie. And then you abandoned us and we kept getting beat up. Like, what do you think was going to happen? The big homie left. Like, and like, I love that. And so I feel like it also makes sense in the storyline. Because it's like, well, if I just left you for dead and we were going at it with like a faction that had 3 other guys and one of ours just decided to book on us, like, I would be mad.
Yeah, I'd probably be mad.
Because now I'm getting pummeled.
You're right.
I would be mad.
Yeah, because I'm getting pummeled and my guy's not here.
Yeah. The only reason I'm getting pummeled is because my guy isn't here.
Yeah.
And they have the numbers game. And in wrestling, that is immortal.
Hey, yeah. You got to be able to know what wrestling math is.
Right.
Shout out to Scott Steiner. Anyway,
right.
You had Sonya Deville back in action. Sonya looks really, really good.
She looks more intimidating.
Sonya looks dominant now.
She looks terrifying.
Sonya was terrifying when she left.
See?
But now Sonya's body matches her personality. And that's scary to me.
Yeah,
that's scary.
Ruthless.
Now, I know she won at like 62 seconds, which I'm not really a fan of.
Yeah,
but
me neither.
It makes me feel like maybe she's not in the shape she could be. However, I don't know if that's right or not because all that was, or the reason why that match existed was to set up for the tag match.
True.
Like some of this stuff you can see coming. And I feel like recently you're getting more of that.
Yeah. And also because they love to drop out Zelina Vega. They do.
Well,
so also I feel like if anybody was going to get beat in 60-something seconds, it would be the Zelina Vega because they love to drop out Zelina Vega.
Fair enough.
They love to drop her out almost as much as they love to drop out Michin.
Well, yeah, Michin does count. She is an enhancement talent, first of all. So let's not get that twisted. Apparently,
but when did she become that way?
She was always an enhancement talent.
No,
Yes,
she wasn't.
yes,
No, I'm
was.
saying originally when she was with the OC, she was not supposed to be an enhancement talent.
But she was.
She was supposed to be the great equalizer.
And apparently, they're all enhancement talents.
Yeah, but that's a different story. We're not going to get into that.
That's weird. I still don't understand that. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go into it because I can't frame it.
That was my fault. I stirred the pot.
Yeah, I can't frame that. So, you got the whole segment again. Yeah, Mami and Jey Uso with Ray with Dom back behind, stayed in DP, and Jay says, "Tell Mami I said yeet."
Right.
So then, DP proceeds to troll Dom and says, "You can't let her talk. You can't let him talk to your woman like that. You were in prison."
Yeah, he's like, "You were in prison. You can't let him talk about your woman like that." I was like, "Yo, ain't no way you just hit that jump, bro."
And he's smiling the whole time. DP is smiling the whole time. He's like,
and he knows he's trolling.
He knows he's trolling. And Dom's like, "Yeah, I need a match with Yeet." I'm like, "Bruh, no, you don't, bruh. This isn't." That whole segment, that was probably a highlight to me of Raw. That was crazy.
Because he was just trolling him
He was trolling the whole time.
Yeah, he's just trolling him, and he knows, like, okay, Damian Priest, you might gotta get the Hater of the Year award, but did you become the ultimate troll? You're worse than Drew McIntyre.
Well, at the same time, Gunther comes out and trolls him.
Yeah, Gunther did troll.
Gunther called the man street trash.
Yeah, that was
of course, my favorite line, that's what I wrote down, is that homelessness is a choice. I was like, okay, Gunther.
I was like, yo, what?
Okay, Gunther. That's enough.
I was like, hold on. That's giving some Red Cap vibes, but that's a different story.
Yeah, so then, he going on and he's saying his stuff about, Gunther saying his stuff about how Damian Priest's family didn't really love him, and they go on back and forth about privileged versus unprivileged.
Yeah.
And the homelessness being a choice got me though. Like I was
still type wicked. I was like, dude.
I was like, bro.
You gotta fire off with something wicked after that, because ain't no way you can't just take that, bro.
No. And when Gunther called him street trash, I'm like, you know what? You need to beat him just off the strength of that alone. Yeah, even though I don't think that's going to happen. I
don't either.
I think Gunther's going to end up with the belt. I hate to say this. I don't know if I think Gunther's ready for that belt yet. Now, I know that belt doesn't have a history. And I will be honest with you. So, there's only been, 2 people that have held that belt?
3, technically. Because Drew technically held it.
3, technically 3, because Drew was champion for I don't know.
Yes.
About a bowl of soup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Until it was over.
5 minutes and 43 seconds? Ain't that what Punk said? Because Punk knows exactly what to.
Yeah, Punk knows the exact minutes and seconds.
Yeah. So I guess technically it's 3 people, but I like the fact that DP has the belt. I think he's done well with what he's been given, and I'm not totally upset with the way he's been booked. He's definitely been booked better than Cody.
I don't feel like that's hard, though. I feel like I have been booked better than Cody, and I don't even wrestle, so.
Fair enough. Yeah, this thing now with the bloodline is probably his best thing that he's got going.
I feel like this is the only thing you had going for like.
At the same time, we do know that he's going to win against Solo, probably due to disqualification.
Yeah, that's how it usually goes now with Bloodline. You usually get disqualified because you get jumped.
Yeah.
And you get the crap beat out of you.
But all right, so then Braun Strowman comes out. He wrestles DP. Basically, the turning point is the match when Braun goes for the choo-choo train. DP throws him over the barrier and he holds his knee.
That's what you get for being a train. I don't know what to tell you.
So
you got derailed. Stop playing.
Yeah. I don't know. He looked about as fake as he could look.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he fell, he landed on his back, he grabbed his knee.
Well, it's also, you saw him grab the barricade on the way over so he didn't hurt himself when he fell. I'm like, bro, it definitely hurts more when you go through the barricade. What you just did there just looked kind of...
It all looked, I'm not saying that the bump didn't hurt.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that the way he went over the barricade, he should not have held his knee.
Yeah.
It just looked whack. Like, you knew the minute he grabbed his knee, okay, that's going to factor into the rest of the match.
I feel like it would have made sense if he hit his head. He was holding like his back, his arm.
I felt like it would have made sense had he took that knee and hit it on the side of the barricade on the way over.
Yeah.
Now you got a reason to hold the knee. He cleared the barricade and just grabbed his knee. I'm like...
Well, see, even like maybe he tried to catch himself from the barricade and screwed his arm up. Now he's the one-arm beast. Like now he's the one-arm train man.
Yeah, I didn't really. Yeah,
yeah. I don't know.
That also looked whack to me.
Yeah, that may have been. That may be in contention for my one boot because that was whack. But I do have another stronger contestant that I won't put in there, and don't get me started. So, we think about the Alpha Academy.
Yes.
Talking to X, right? What about that?
I don't know. I feel like that was kind of hard. I was like, yes, let's go. X finally got some backup because all his big dogs is hurt.
But wait. Let's back up a minute. Did DP put the South of Heaven on Braun Strowman, bro?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Wow, that's all I got.
But I'll say I saw he was giving Batista versus Eddie Fatu vibes.
Oh no,
there was because if you saw how fast he hit that joke, if you saw how fast he hit that joke, it was giving Batista versus Eddie Fatu vibes. But it was. If you saw how fast he hits the South of Heaven, then it's giving Batista versus Samoan Bulldozer vibes. But it's fine.
No.
I hate to do you like that, but it's giving that,
bro. Bruh.
Just saying.
He did do him like that, though. He told me. But yeah, okay, back to Alpha Academy and Xavier Woods. How you feeling about that?
I feel like that could be kind of cool. I feel like...
So we just going to take the members of the New Day faction and put them with everybody?
Basically.
So Kofi going to end up in the Judgment Day?
Really?
Big E and Damage Control, what we doing?
Right, what we doing? Like, one of them going to be in whatever the Sonya Deville thing ends up being. The Sonya Deville and Shayna.
Yeah, I don't know what they plan on calling that, but that should be a nice faction. Right. But they have a chance to be a dominant faction. You got Shayna, Zoe, and Sonya. They have a chance to be a dominant faction.
I feel like they might be better at Damage Control, low-key. Like, honestly.
Maybe that's how you end Damage Control.
Because, like...
But Damage Control is on Raw, though, I think. Though, right?
Yeah.
So...
They're on Raw currently.
Well, wait a minute. But Sonya's on Raw.
Oh, yeah. Well, regardless, if they get the tag team belts, it won't matter anyway.
Which are currently held by the witches.
Yes, the absent people. The people that are just absentee.
Wow. How you going to win the belt and disappear? I'm going to a different company. Who are you? A Lundra Blaze? Anyway,
Right?
You ain't no Ric Flair, baby.
well, that's a whole different story.
But I didn't need to say that.
But Chance and Carter lose again.
Yeah.
I feel like ever since they lost the NXT belts, they've been getting jobbed out, and I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
But I mean, yeah, ever since they lost the tag team belts, they get jobbed out.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
They're enhanced talents.
Because they're good.
They're great, actually.
Yeah. Well, you thought enough of them to give them the belts, but now you don't. You got nothing. I don't understand.
Yeah,
I don't understand what that is. That doesn't make any sense to me. Drew comes out, gives you his normal thing that he got with Scrap Daddy.
Yeah.
And all is well that ends well until Scrap Daddy tries to make him apologize.
Get him, Drew. Get him.
Okay, so one of my only things is, so I guess Drew's supposed to be the bad guy, but if you look at all the things that Drew McIntyre keeps saying, he's not wrong about any of it, dude. I was like,
I know CM Punk has done a lot of things, and CM Punk doesn't have to apologize.
I was like, he's mad, but I feel like it's actually justified. Like, it's not necessarily unjustified.
Yeah,
It makes sense.
I know. It's a little crazy.
But
He's not wrong. And then he made him apologize, and he's like, I'm not going to apologize. And now he's suspended for like another 3 days, I reckon, because he's going to probably show back up on Raw again. I don't understand how these suspensions work.
So what do we think about Rollins coming out to handle Drew, though?
Well, they've been trying to put Rollins interjecting this feud anyway. I think Rollins is a good fit to put in this feud. I don't know how you plan on doing this if either three of those guys get the belt. But this is a good way that you keep three top level talents in front of people, but they don't have the belt.
Yeah.
And it's not for belt.
Yeah.
So this, I feel like, gives you more opportunities to bring some other people up in the main event picture.
It does. But me personally, I don't like Seth being in the middle of it. I don't.
I love Seth being in the middle of it because Seth doesn't like CM Punk anyway. It makes sense.
Yeah. But I feel like that should be its own thing.
It will be. It will be. See, that's the beauty of these three. You can interchange all the parts. You don't have to ever go triple threat. You can go CM versus Seth because they don't like each other. We already know they don't like each other. You can go Seth versus Drew because Drew keeps costing Seth chances at the belt.
Right.
And you can do Drew versus CM because they got heat. This is beautiful. You can work this the rest of the year if you know how to do it.
Yeah.
It's July now. You can work this straight to December if you know how to do it.
That's true, but I don't have that much faith in Papa H. I don't. I feel like he's going to do the triple threat. I don't feel like it needs to be a triple threat.
It never needs to be a triple threat, but that's never mind.
I know that's your favorite match anyway, but
gosh, I hate a triple threat match.
I feel like
I've seen one triple threat match that I actually liked, and that was actually not that long ago. I think it was at the pay-per-view.
Right.
But that was a good triple threat match. Anything else I've seen, I have not liked. Because I don't like the fact that it's me and you or somebody else is outside the ring selling for 5 minutes. Where are you? What are you doing? Did you get an ice cream cone? Why did you bring any back for the rest of the people in the match? What did you do? Did you roll underneath the ring? What are you doing? I don't understand. I don't get the triple threat match.
I don't know. I don't
and
trust
then the fact that the triple threat match is always, until it isn't, a no disqualification match.
See, which I don't know when that became a thing either, bro.
That's why I said what I said. I don't understand how that's a thing. Like, what makes you putting an extra participant in a match automatically make it a no DQ match?
Right? So does that mean anything with...
Now tag team matches,
That's what I was about to say.
A triple threat tag team match.
Yes.
No DQ?
No, they're not. But also, if it's a regular tag team match, technically it's got 4 people in it. So does that mean it should be a triple threat? I mean, does that mean it should be no DQ? Because if you add 1 extra person, it means no DQ.
No, because technically they're 2 entities. So technically there are only 2 people in the match. Technically. Team A and Team B. If a Team C is introduced, now we're dealing with a triple threat tag team match, which I actually don't mind as much as I do.
Those are fun.
I actually don't mind a triple threat tag team match as much as I do a triple threat singles match.
I don't either, actually. I love it.
And the reason being is there's always somebody in the ring battling and throwing people around.
Right.
Triple threat tag team matches are chaos. They're train wrecks from the beginning. We know this, but we like that about them.
I do.
They're train wrecks. And yeah, it's kind of like the women's Money in the Bank match.
Right.
It's a train wreck. I'm signing up to watch it every single time.
In the best of ways.
Yeah, in the best of ways. You can't look away. It's great. But I don't understand how that ends up being. If you add an extra person in the match, all of a sudden now it's DQ, no DQ. I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't think it makes any sense to anybody except for Papa H. But that's a different story.
All right. So then you had the Y6.
Your favorite segment of the night.
They stopped, they did the whole heartfelt thing with Eric Rowan and how he lost 2 people. And
right.
I mean, I get it. It still can't be easy. It's still relatively raw, I'm thinking. Because it still hasn't been that long, truthfully.
Honestly. Since he lost both his brothers, like he said.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, like honestly.
That's crazy. I mean, in that short a time, yeah. And that was probably some real emotion that Eric was showing in the whole thing. So that was probably about as, you talk about blurring the lines.
Yeah.
I think that's about as real as that's going to get.
And it felt emotional.
It felt emotional, but you can look at him and tell that was probably about as real as that was going to be.
Right. I was sitting there watching it like, he is right. He did really.
Yeah, that was some real raw emotion right there. Like, and I mean, I get it.
Right.
I get it. So that part didn't really bother me all that much because that's, like I said, the thing when you start blurring the kayfabe with the real stuff,
right? You
like, wow, he's right. He has blurred 2 people that are really close to him in a short span of time. That's hard. A lot of people can't even, can't really deal with 1. He had 2 in that same time. I mean, that's rough. So, I mean, I get it. So that part I didn't necessarily mind. It was all the crap after that. They stopping by the Pat McAfee show and dropping all the videotape and the lights go out.
I know. That's your favorite.
My God.
They don't like to show up at the Pat McAfee show.
I don't even mind them showing up at the Pat McAfee show. I don't. Because I don't mind the cross promotion. I get it. That's how you're supposed to build this. Like it's bigger than wrestling. I get it. That's what you're supposed to do. But I don't like these segments because I don't know what they do. Like they don't do anything.
So how do you feel about the Creeds and them beating up Bo Dallas?
Hold on. Before we get to that, let's get to Jey Uso and Dom.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that a minute. Now, tell me we saw this coming.
Yeah.
We knew Jey was gonna beat Dom, right?
Right.
DP, you're a bad man. You're just a naughty man, DP. So
and like, bruh.
So and he lost with the help of interference.
Right, and he still lost. And this Rhea's like, if y'all get in there and finish that match, and you better have. And he's like, okay, and then he loses. And then Jay just looks at Rhea and he's like, call me.
Call me.
Nobody calling you, baby.
Bro, you better call Naomi.
No, I'll say
You gotta call your actual wife, bro. Stop tripping.
I think that's Jimmy's wife.
No, I think Jay's wife is Naomi. I'm fairly sure Jay's married to the Yeet Man. Yeah.
No, it's the No Yeet Man. I'm 90% sure it's the No Yeet.
I think it's the Yeet Man.
I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, because it don't matter, because apparently the No Yeet Man is dead.
Yeah. So
Solo killed.
the one other thing.
But
Well, I was wondering if you were teasing something with Rhea, because you saw the way Rhea looked at him, and then she just turns away, and then she low-key smiles, and then she walks up the ramp, and I was like,
Rhea and the Yeet Man, bro. Rhea and the Yeet Man is beautiful.
That's why I was like, low-key, are we teasing Rhea and the Yeet Man?
Rhea and the Yeet Man would be
Like,
beautiful.
what are we doing here?
I'd be great. I would love that. But that's because I'm silly. I mean, I realize how silly that is, and it is playing to all my little silly senses. It's great. I love it.
But see, I was wondering, I was like, because I saw that look she gave him, and then she was just smiled, and she just turned away, and she was like, so I'm not saying no, I won't call you, but I was like, you stupid.
Yeah, she said she don't belong to nobody but Buddy. Nobody but Buddy. We love you, Buddy.
that's a potential return, too.
Buddy ain't coming back. Buddy ain't got no reason to come back.
I don't know.
They ain't treat Buddy right. Buddy is right where he want to be. Buddy work less. Buddy get paid more. Buddy is about where he is.
I don't know.
Buddy is in that place that we don't discuss.
I've heard Buddy might come back as a new member of the Judgment
Buddy
Day.
ain't coming back to no Judgment Day. Buddy ain't coming back. Buddy gonna stay right where he is and make all the money and work less than Rhea and be less of a star, and that'll be fine with Buddy, because the money's still coming in the house. Well, actually, I don't know, because he probably making more money than Rhea and working less. Even though Rhea's a bigger star than he is. A way bigger star.
Who knows?
Oh, I know.
I say she is the top shelf of her
She's
company,
top shelf, but he probably makes more money than she does.
Oh, I'm not debating that either, because this is...
And Buddy don't work for Rhea, because don't nobody over there work no whole lot of stuff, because they got too many people.
The only person that works all the time is Chris Jericho.
The very person that fans don't want to even see anymore.
Yeah, that's the only person you get. Like, Chris Jericho?
All the time, bro. The learning tree, bro.
I was like, no.
And anyway. So, well, let's get back to this Chad and Creed Brothers thing. Okay, so Chad came up with the brilliant idea that Uncle Howard is Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what? Props to you, Chad, for figuring that out. Except we knew that before Bray died, but that's a different story. And, but anyway, props to you, Chad, for figuring that out. Now we saw this Creed Brothers thing coming.
Actually, I didn't see it coming like the way it went down.
But,
That kind of threw me off.
Well, I feel like they kind of rushed it, but I don't know if it had a time schedule.
I also agree with that.
We knew that eventually the Creeds were going to end up with Gable.
True.
If this gives a push to the Creeds, I'm happy about that.
I also love that idea.
The Creeds are phenomenal.
They're great.
I love the Creeds.
And ain't no way they're both that athletic, because the shorter dude is built like a house. And he's also humongous.
So if
But they're both athletic like crazy.
If that leads to me seeing them more, I'm about it. I really am. I can do it.
I also am.
Yeah, I can do that. I totally can do it. And they beat up Bo, and Bo laughs. Ha 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 ha.
Because it's funny getting beat up.
Yeah, because it's funny getting it. Well, I ain't see Cody laugh. Maybe it depends on who beat you up.
Could be.
Maybe if the final boss beat you up, maybe you don't laugh as much. I don't know. Could just be me. Anyway, so he laughs, and then, he's laughing. Like, why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? The lights go out. And we saw this coming.
Yeah, the Fireflies.
Fireflies, Wyatt Six.
Yeah,
I don't get where any of that's going. Like, it bothers me.
Well,
It bothers me to the point where I don't want to see the Y6 on my TV.
you saw when the Y6 came out. Did you see Chad leave the Creeds?
I did, but he didn't leave as fast as Liv did when Mami came out.
No, he didn't. But that being said, I was like, bro, those are your dogs, and he just left there to fight by himself.
Liv need to be on the Olympic team.
Right?
Liv is way faster than Noah Lyles, bro. She just did. She's like, pew! She's out.
I'm like, she could actually run on water. She could be on the water events too. She could run on water. She moves that fast.
She on her cartoon stuff. I don't know what she doing.
Right.
For real. She be legging it, bro. every time real come out.
She be legging it.
Deuces. I'm out. Yeah. Run all up through the crowd. I'm out.
I don't know. I
did see him leave them, and I guess at some point they're gonna turn on him too.
Yeah.
But I think we got a little ways to go with that.
I also think so. But I don't know. I love the Y6 stuff. I do. I feel like it's great. I feel like it's starting to go somewhere a little.
Everybody does. And I don't know really what my aversion is to it. I just don't like it.
I know what you're.
I'm not. What's my aversion to it?
Well, partially, it's too supernatural almost to a certain extent.
It's dark and it's spooky, and you got people dressed up in costumes, whatever. You bring in the Firefly Funhouse to life. Even the Firefly Funhouse segments, they were entertaining.
Well,
they were entertaining. He'd always say something crazy, and they were entertaining. I don't know how entertaining this is.
Well, I feel like it gives a very brave feel, though, in the way he connects things. I feel like. Because I feel like when like, during the last run that Bray had, that's how it is he would connect things. Is like, you're like, bro, none of this makes any sense. And then he would have the most obscure things, and then it all started to make sense when nothing made sense. And then, I don't know.
I don't know.
I loved about the lamp back, though.
Yeah, the lamp did come back. The lamp was iconic, and
right.
For whatever reason, the lamp left.
And you got
maybe the lamp was with what's her name?
Right.
Tiana James.
Stop playing.
Well, I take that back because the lamp came back and James is still out there. So we don't know about that. But yeah, the lamp left. The lamp came back. I like the lamp, but I don't really like the segments all that much. Like, I don't know I don't feel like they ever have a purpose. Like, you come in, you give Michael a videotape, and it says some stuff, but none of that is affecting anything. You beat up Chad Gable. What I don't understand, like, I feel like you're taking up space, and I know it's supposed to be an old Bray, and I get it, but it's not going anywhere. So I know you're supposed to be trying to get to know the members of the Y6. This is supposed to be character development and depth and all this other stuff. I get it, but I don't. Like, where are you going with this? And it's taking too long to get me where I need to go. Like, I see no development in this story at all. So much so that I'm giving that the one boot for the week.
Oh, wow.
I do not like these Y6 segments. They're not going anywhere.
Well, I feel like Bray kind of would have that feeling too until he didn't. Like, it would seem like he wasn't doing anything until he put it all together, and then it made sense.
I guess. I don't know.
It's just his way of storytelling, I feel like. And so I feel like Bo kind of thinks, like, I don't know if they had most of this fleshed out before Bray died or what. But,
they could have. Bray was probably that creative, and he did sit in the house a long time to think.
Right.
So he could have.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know if this is still what Bray had planned or if this is Bo Dallas's mind in there too. But I know...
I think like some of this is Bo.
I think so, but...
some of this is tapping into his inner Bray, if you will.
Yeah. But I feel like also his way of storytelling is kind of similar to Bray a little. And his way that he's going about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
so it will be convoluted and not make sense until it does.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I like to be able to see. I will take convoluted because it's wrestling. I get convoluted. Convoluted is one of the things you get in wrestling. Convoluted, I get it, but I need to see a direction. I don't care how you get there. Just let me know that you're getting there.
Well, see,
and I don't see that.
I feel like that's how it was before too, though. It's like you're not going to see a direction yet. Like things are going to happen, but you're not going to see a direction yet.
Well, in the words of a great author, I do not like it, not one little bit.
No, apparently.
Yeah. But, all right. And since that's the topic, what was your one boot that you saw on WWE TV this week?
I'm not really sure. I'm glad Ilya's okay because
he got dropped on his freaking head.
Also, that exploder suplex he took, I thought was going to take him out.
Yeah, that was.
I was scared. I was like, dog, you don't need to go out like that because nobody does.
I know. Maybe you have a Big E flashback, right?
Bruh, I was like, yo.
C1, C4, shatter.
I was like, please. I
saw it happening,
okay.
bro.
Please be okay. But then he got up and he just finished the match and he was fine.
Yeah.
But so I'm glad he's doing all right, but it didn't hurt him too bad.
Yeah.
But one boot segment. Let me see. Well, the Nia Jax promo. I gotta go with Nia Jax promo on this one.
I see it.
It's like I didn't want to have to
it was
like that Nia, but come on, bro.
Because it was out of place. Okay, let's just put this out there. Nia Jax can't cut a promo to save her during life. She can't. Like everybody in that ring was way better on the microphone than Nia Jax was.
Well,
Tiffy, we love Tiffy. Bailey, we love Bailey. On the mic and otherwise.
Right.
But
Bailey's got that, and I feel like that comes naturally to Tiffy. I don't know if it does, but I feel like it's so much of her character. Like, even if you watch her in a press conference, I feel like it comes natural to her.
It sounds like it. It definitely sounds like it.
It feels like
Yeah, it feels like that's organic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. It does. And that's what we're missing from Nia. We don't... All right, just stay in the ring and wreck people. I mean, do we need to get you like a Paul Heyman? I don't know who that would be at this point, especially on the women's side.
I don't either, but you could.
You can't cut a promo to save your life.
Well, also, I don't know. I feel like they give her certain material that's always the worst. And I don't know if that's her or what, but I feel like they also give her the worst material ever to say. And so she comes off looking like a clown. So I'm like, ain't no way, bro.
Yeah, she was... The part that kills me is she was thoroughly outclassed by everybody in the ring. So on the mic.
So I don't even know if that's her fault or if that's just the stuff that she's supposed to say.
I don't think she can cut a promo. I really don't. I've never heard a promo of hers that she's cut that was like really, really good. That stood out.
I mean, she did cut some good promos, but I mean, they're not like really good, but they're good. They're serviceable.
I'm gonna buzz through you.
Yeah, I was like,
she's cut some historically bad promos. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
like they're horrible.
Well, that's what I was wondering. I was like, is that her, or is that just the stuff that y'all give her to say? I don't know.
But why
is
would
she
you
being punished? Like, I don't know. Like,
why would you do that? Why would you consistently give me horrible things to say? Like, why would you do that?
I don't know.
Can't you find Brian Gewirtz and write her some material like you do to Rock?
Right? Do something else, dog.
Do anything else.
It's not working, bro.
No, it's definitely not working. And had it not been for the Wyatt Six, I definitely see where you're coming from. But she cannot cut a promo. Like, I would just rather her come in and beat people up like the Undertaker used to do. Like,
right.
don't say nothing. Pull a Chris Benoit. Just don't say nothing. Just beat people up.
Yeah, just have straight hands.
Yeah, just straight hands and demolish people. That's fine with me. Because you can have a tag team partner. You can get Sonya. You can get somebody to speak for you. And that'll be fine.
You can just hit the I'm the greatest all the time and you're like...
And you suck.
Yeah, and you'd be like, you're not the greatest. And you'd be like, but didn't I beat you up last week? I didn't just leave it at that.
Yeah, I mean, her promo, She doesn't even talk about the things that she did like last week in a promo.
No, she doesn't.
I mean, you got people like Seth and Bailey, like they all like. Well, last week this happened, and this week
her best
and
promo,
blah 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 blah. You know,
her best promo work was when she was fooling with Becky Lynch and she was talking about breaking her face
again. But not even. But that's not like. I mean, that was only a great promo because of what happened.
Yeah, but
then what did Becky say? Yeah, and because you broke my face, I went on to be a big star, and you got fired.
It's just type 1 out.
Which is what you would say in a promo like that. See, this is why Becky. This is why we love Miss Quinn. This is why we love her, because she is that person.
She is.
The last kicker is that girl. We know this. We acknowledge this from her. That's who she is. That's who she was. As far as I know, she's gonna be there when she come back.
Most likely.
That's who she is. We love that. So last match they had, Sammy and Ilya. It went about as well as I thought the Sammy and Ilya match was going to go. It was going to be a banger because both those guys beat the heck out of each other, and that's
just their style.
That's their style. They both wrestled their style of wrestling, and it was a banger.
Very similar. It's very just brawling, get the crap beat out of you, and just rise from the ashes.
Yeah, they both fight like that. So we kind of knew what we were looking at.
Right.
I think it's a bold move to have the Intercontinental match as the main event.
I also thought that was kind of a bold move.
I don't know if I saw that. Like, if you lay out the show for me, right. I don't think I ever put that as a main event. The match itself was main event quality.
Also true.
I think they knew that it would be main event quality. Yeah. And it was.
Right.
But the Intercontinental belt.
Well, I noticed you're doing stuff like that now. Like, the tag team belts were main events on both Raw and SmackDown for, like, at least once already. And I didn't see that coming.
And they were good matches.
They were.
I think maybe we're looking for good matches more so than the prestige.
Well, also, I feel like that helps build the prestige, though. So then I feel like it builds your championship and makes it seem more important to me.
Yeah. The Intercontinental match was the main event of Raw, of a 3-hour show.
Right.
Bruh.
Exactly. It's like, well,
so, I mean,
that's a surprise worth having.
Obviously it was.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, as a wrestling fan, regardless of all that nonsense that happened at the end, if we were just talking about the match itself, it was definitely a main event match. And you know that both of those guys can give you that.
For sure.
They have awesome chemistry in the match. Like you were saying, their styles are somewhat similar to the way they fight.
Right.
Yeah, run that all day. All day.
And I knew Mr. Braun Breaker was going to come out and just wreck everybody, and it was going to be over.
Bro, what is Scrap Daddy doing? Braun not supposed to be on the show, bro. Because every week, the same thing happens. And did you see?
I think he's actually scared of Braun Breaker for real. He's not scared of Drew McIntyre, but I think he's actually scared of Braun Breaker. He's like, Braun Breaker will actually murder me in my sleep if I don't.
Did you see Sammy pull a Grayson Waller on Ilya and push him in the way of his spear?
Yes.
It went whoop.
I was like, that's hilarious. Like, you did not just Grayson Waller that.
Yes, you Grayson Waller did. I watched it.
That's funny.
I was like, that's crazy. Which he had coming, and he didn't get up. And then he got in the ring, and he was going to spear
Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn.
Get wrecked, Sami.
Because he bounced off, and he bounced off, and he bounced off, and he bounced off. And one of them times when he bounced off, Sammy hit him on the back.
Right.
And after that, he came and he speared. So I think that was like, okay, hit me now.
Right.
Like, I'm going to stand up enough for you to hit me.
Yeah.
So there's that. That's what I think that was. But, yeah, we knew that was going to happen. But overall, what are we giving the show? Probably, It's one of the better shows just because of all the mommy stuff.
Oh yeah,
It's one of the better shows. And DP trolling Dom is incredible. We love that.
Also, Carlito was great on that show. I don't know.
Carlito said, "That's not cool."
Carlito hasn't been doing too much, but I feel like the little stuff he be adding is the best. Carlito's like, "That's not cool, man.
That's not cool, man."
That had me weak. I was like, "I love Carlito. You're really the best."
Yeah,
I missed you, man.
Yeah, between that, I think, and the whole the trolling, and then the whole DP Gunter thing, that was crazy.
That was wild.
That was a crazy. That was a crazy promo. That whole thing was crazy. And like I said, but I like the way they doing the promos now for everybody except Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Anyway,
a moment of silence for her promo skills.
Yes. I feel like her and James, what's her name? Kiana James. I think her and well, no, I take that back. Because I know that Kiana James was alive at one point. She was alive. I don't know if Nia Jax's promos were ever alive. I feel like they were dead. And they've been dead for a while. And I think they should have a DNR sign put on it. Do not resuscitate. Because I don't think they can be revived.
That's all.
I really don't. Because too much stuff happens and nothing, whatever. Anyway, I think that was about all we saw. Like I said, some more Samoans are coming. I know that to be true. I don't know what side they're showing up on, but some more Samoans are coming. I'm looking forward to next week's Raw with more mommy stuff.
Right.
Looking forward to LA Knight finally getting his hands on Logan Paul.
Right.
And apparently Logan Paul can't go to Japan.
Well, he could.
No, he can't.
Well, no, they say he could.
He can't.
He's just really...
He can't.
He's just really hated there.
He can't go to Japan. That's not a thing.
Well, I heard he could. It was just he's really hated.
He can't go to Japan, but apparently Jacob can cross the border. Maybe Logan needs a different lawyer. Anyway, because it worked for Jacob.
Well,
they said he has a quote-unquote criminal past. And the fact that they brought it up 2 weeks ago was hilarious. That they brought up Joey J getting across the border.
That had me weak, because I was like, and this is the other thing, I don't know why Michael Cole is like this, but since he doesn't have someone in his ear anymore, he's become unchained. I'm like, what made you like this, bro? Like I feel like years of abuse in his ear or something. I feel like, bro, he's unchained. I was like, yo, why are you so... He'll just casually go in on you. It doesn't matter who you are. You casually get gone in on by Michael Cole.
Yeah, he does. He does. I have come to respect Michael Cole for all that he is and all that he is not. And we love him.
Right.
We do. Him and Pat, him and Bad News, it doesn't matter. And apparently there's a 3-man booth coming to Smackdown.
Yeah.
Because they hired some dude from ESPN.
Yeah.
So that should be interesting too. And we will see how that goes. But we're going to be here to talk about it. If it happens on the WWE, we're going to be here to talk about it. So I think that's everything. We will see you next week. Until we eat again, keep it pushing.